I always had a fascination with abandoned buildings and the eerie tales they held within their decaying walls. So when I stumbled upon the old, dilapidated mansion at the edge of town, my curiosity got the better of me. Little did I know that stepping into that forsaken place would unleash a darkness that would haunt me forever. As I cautiously entered the mansion, a shiver ran down my spine and the air grew heavy with an unexplainable presence. The atmosphere was suffocating, as if the walls themselves were whispering secrets I was not meant to know. I couldn't help but feel trapped in a Twilight Zone, a dimension where reality and nightmares blended seamlessly. The creaking floorboards beneath my feet echoed through the halls, resonating like the agonized wails of lost souls. Each step felt like a weighty decision, as if I was being guided down a path I couldn't comprehend. The flickering candlelight cast eerie shadows on the walls, distorting reality and playing tricks on my mind. The mansion seemed frozen in time, frozen in a moment of unending darkness. The portraits lining the hallway stared at me with hollow eyes, their painted expressions shifting as I passed by. I felt their gaze lingering, piercing into the depths of my soul, as if they knew the secrets I hid within. The further I ventured into the mansion, the more the suspense grew. It was as if the very walls were closing in, trapping me within their suffocating embrace. Whispers filled the air, soft and indistinguishable, but filled with a malevolence that sent chills down my spine. As I entered a room bathed in a sinister glow, I saw a mirror hanging on the wall, reflecting a distorted version of my own face. But when I looked closer, I saw something else lurking in the darkness behind me, a figure with hollow eyes and a twisted smile. My heart raced as I turned around, but there was nothing there, only the empty room staring back at me. That night, as I lay in bed, the whispers grew louder, invading my dreams. Shadows danced on the walls, their shapes morphing into grotesque forms. I awoke in a cold sweat, haunted by the darkness that had consumed my thoughts. The story of the mansion was far from over. Its secrets had only just begun to unravel, and I couldn't escape the feeling that I had become entangled in a web of twisted fate. There was no turning back now. I had to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. Little did I know that my journey into the heart of darkness was far from over. The mansion held secrets that would push the boundaries of my sanity, dragging me deeper into a never-ending nightmare. As I took my first step towards the unknown, I couldn't help but wonder if I would ever escape the clutches of the shadows. The following day, I decided to seek answers about the mansion's history. I knew there had to be a reason behind the unsettling aura that hung over the place like a shroud. I ventured into town, hoping to find someone who could shed light on the dark past of the old mansion. In a quaint coffee shop at the center of town, I found an elderly woman named Margaret, who was known for her knowledge of the town's history. She had lived there her whole life and was rumored to know the stories that others dared not speak of. I approached her cautiously, and after a few pleasantries, I finally broached the subject. "Margaret," I began, "have you ever heard of the old mansion at the edge of town? The one that's been abandoned for years?" Margaret's eyes widened slightly as she looked at me over her cup of tea. "Ah, you must be talking about the Caldwell mansion. That place has quite the dark history." "It does?" I leaned in, eager to hear more. "What can you tell me about it?" She sighed deeply and began to recount the tale. "Many years ago, the Caldwell family lived in that mansion. They were known for their wealth and their peculiar habits. It's said that they dabbled in the occult, performing forbidden rituals within those walls. Some folks claim they made pacts with dark forces to gain their fortune." I shivered at the mention of the occult. "What happened to them?" "Nobody knows for sure," Margaret continued, her voice lowering to a hushed tone. "One night a terrible fire consumed the mansion. The flames were so intense that it left nothing but ashes. The family was never seen again, but some say their spirits still linger within the ruins." My heart raced as I listened to the story. It seemed that the darkness that haunted the mansion was not merely a figment of my imagination, but a terrifying reality. "Is there anything else you can tell me about the Caldwell family or the mansion?" Margaret hesitated, then leaned in closer, her eyes filled with a mix of fear and curiosity. "There's a legend that says the mansion holds a hidden chamber, a place where the darkest of their secrets were kept. But no one has ever found it, and those who have searched often vanished without a trace." As I left the coffee shop with this newfound information, I couldn't shake the feeling that the mansion's darkness was intertwined with the Caldwell family's secrets. It was clear that my journey to uncover the truth was far from over, and I had a sinking suspicion that the hidden chamber held the key to unraveling the mysteries of the mansion. Little did I know that my quest to unlock the mansion's secrets would lead me deeper into the shadows, and the line between reality and nightmare would blur even further. The darkness that had haunted me from the moment I set foot in that forsaken place was about to reveal its true malevolent nature.